Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BrokeN Boys. This is episode 277. I'm Colin,
And I'm Mike.
and this week, we're gonna be talking about stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
Not there's some news, some unfortunate news that happened
Yeah.
late last week. After the pod and such that we can talk about a little bit. But before we get into that, how was your week, Mike?
My week was fine. It you know, I was about to ruin the illusion a little bit already.
Mm-hmm.
But but we're recording a little earlier this week for a reason. I mean, I'm going on vacation, family vacation, for the next couple podcast episodes. But we're recording a day earlier, but really, I guess not really much is going to be different from tonight and tomorrow when we
Mm-hmm.
normally would have done this. I don't think there's any albums dropping tonight that I was seeing.
No.
So yeah, but the week itself was okay. Not really too much. Packing for the trip and getting stuff ready for that, and such. There was some did some gaming and stuff as per usual.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But finished off Minecraft, got all the advancements, the
Oh shit!
little goal I've been chasing. um yeah, it's my first time ever doing that. I've kind of talked about the last few weeks, but like the they keep adding more stuff, as they should. And it makes it so that some of the achievements are really hard to get. Like getting every status effect at once gets harder the
Mm.
more status effects that they add to the game. But you know, did it, got it all done, and feel pretty cool about that, I suppose.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw that
I've been
video. That looked really intense.
Yeah, that was my sixth attempt, as you probably heard me muttering to
Uh
myself like a little crazy man in the video. I was talking so quietly for some reason. But yeah, yeah, attempt six. We love having backups, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy setup. Setting up a dolphin, a shulker in the overworld, getting the warden in a specific spot. Yeah,
huh.
it's wild. But yes. But that was pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe once I'm back from this trip, I might record a little video, just honestly kind of for myself, just because I like the world so much and I put a lot of time into it. Just kind of like little preservation of it.
Yeah.
Put on my little gaming channel or whatever. But yes, that was pretty cool. Been doing a lot of Counter Strike as well. We've been chasing this week our elos, which for those not in the know of elo, which I was not before this, it's basically just like ranked for these types of games, like a Counter Strike or Valorant or stuff like that. It's a physical number attached to your account to show I guess how good or bad you are or whatever.
Mm.
And it starts at 1,000. I think it goes up to like 50,000 or something like that. But most people are going to be in like the 7 to 8,000 range, maybe. I think is about average. I'm not entirely sure. But you have to win 10 ranked games before you get your status. Uh, my friends, they like to play late into the night, as they usually do with their hours, even later than me. So like they got theirs before I did. And like Andy got like 8,000. Our friend Lucian got like 10,000, I think it was. Um, and another one of the friends got like 7,000. And Daniel, who is arguably probably the best person to be playing, he got 2,500, which the low, like I said, the lowest is 1,000. And we have no idea how that happens. It's one of those things where like we all know it's incorrect, and it's like it's very inaccurate. We don't know how it got there, but we're still gonna make fun of him for it because it's very funny. But and he knows that too. We were like, what the hell? How did that even happen? Um, but yeah, they got those. So I was kind of chasing mine throughout the week a little bit. I was doing like, you know, I was queuing up matches with like random people and stuff, and I was playing like hot ass, dude. I was playing so bad. Um, I was playing some with our friend Bon as well, which like because of where his level is, he's like 13,000 or something like that. It will put him into higher ranked matches, so like I'm the only dipshit in there pretty much. And and it was a lot. It was a bit of a mental stress. But last night, finally got it. And somehow I debuted at a 12k
Wow.
elo, which is higher than anyone else except for Bond, which further proof that this system makes no sense. I don't know how they're calculating this stuff, but you know what? I will take it. I will absolutely take it. But yeah, that was kind of a saga going on throughout the week. I think I meant that was last night that happened. Um, but yeah, honestly, I don't really have a lot to talk about here. Oh, I had a little heart attack there for a second because I noticed my OBS wasn't open, but I forgot you were recording.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. But yeah, there's not really too much for me to talk about. I didn't listen to anything. I've been continuing to listen to Olivia.
Mm,
And I can say that album has only grown on me
great.
since we last talked about it last week. Um, that was just off of one listen, but now I've had quite a few and really liking it. That's a good ass album. I think a lot of the deep cuts have started growing on me as well. And yeah, yeah, just really solid album from her.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really have much else to talk about. Oopsie. Yeah, that's about it for me. How about you, Colin? How was your week?
My week was all right. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. Just work.
Mm-hmm.
Work. I
Mm-hmm.
really nothing, to be totally honest. I mean,
That's
there was a
okay.
little excitement today. Not good excitement, but it was. There's some stupid drinking concert event that happens here every year that's
Mm-hmm.
starting this weekend, and people are already down here for it. And so we were getting slammed with very little staff.
Fun.
And Ricky is, of course, gone for this weekend and the next week because he's also going on vacation, which
Yeah. Where's he
means
going to?
he's going to Georgia.
Whoa, the country of
Georgia.
the state.
This state, I think.
Okay.
They're driving, so I imagine it is the
Yeah,
state.
probably. Most likely.
um, uh, yeah, but they're going there, so he gets to not have to deal with any of that stuff as he usually gets out of.
Nice. Good
Anyway,
planning on his part.
yeah, um, and I couldn't have requested it off because I need the money.
Yeah.
So I get to suffer through it. But today there was a group of women, girls. I don't know, teenagers. I don't.
Yeah.
They came in, and they wanted a water cup, um,
Okay.
and we give if you come inside and we can't like monitor what you're putting in your cup yourself, we give you an extra small cup for water.
Uh-huh.
And they weren't happy with that, so they left uh after like making some big stink of it. And like we're waiting outside, so our manager, she went out there and she was like, hey, well, you guys gotta go or whatever. You're taking up our spaces or something. And
Hmm.
then they like attempted to throw the water at her but missed.
Wow.
Yes, and then they drove away, and then they came back. They came inside the restaurant again, went behind the counter, got a cup for
Oh, Jesus.
themselves, and then filled it with Sprite. and that, you know, our manager, she was like, you give that back and get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Um, and they just, like, you know, make it a big stink of it, yelling obscenities and stuff while we have a lobby full of people, and just bad things, and not being very nice at all. So
Yeah.
they just I was in the kitchen. Full disclosure, had an earbud in.
Mm,
So I was listening to Smosh's Reddit stories. So I was getting
nice.
I was getting like no context or whatever. I heard some yelling, but I was like, whatever, it's probably nothing. Um and then Tiara, our manager, came back, and she was like yelling about something like, I hope they come back. I hope they come back. I'm getting my pepper spray. I hope they come back. Um and she went to the back and got her pepper spray, and she came back, and she was just like yelling and stuff. And then they this was before they came back. I just
Yeah.
got the events wrong, sorry. But uh and then there was a lot of yelling, and one of my other coworkers, she knew some of the people and was just like, get out of here, leave, over and over again. And they were just like, uh then they just started lobbing insults at each other, and the person with the Sprite took the Sprite and just threw it all over my coworker.
Oh my god.
um
The person telling him to leave?
yeah.
Oh my
um
god.
so you know, they ran out to the parking lot, the people who threw the Sprite, and my coworker and manager, or my coworker ran after them. A manager was like, please don't fight them, it's not worth it. And she started, you know, they went out to the parking lot, and that's when I was like, okay, I should probably go check this out to make sure
Yeah.
nobody's getting hurt. um
Yeah.
and so I went out there, and luckily the people were in their car and driving away. But a lot of yelling, a lot of obscenities and slurs and such that cannot repeat here.
Yeah.
But a little bit of excitement there. You know, and then they talked to the cops, and
Yeah, I was gonna say what happened after that. Oh, okay.
yeah, the cop that the manager called the cops, and they, while they were driving, managed to catch up with them and got them in trouble. Uh, which, you know,
How old did you say these people were again?
uh, late teens, maybe early
Okay.
20s, maybe. I'd
Yeah.
say more towards late teens.
Old enough to
Um,
go to jail? Maybe not jail, but like,
get in
adult tried
trouble.
as an adult. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Um, so yeah, and then the manager and my coworker left to go like change because she was covered in Sprite.
Yeah.
Um, and she came back, and they were talking to the cops and whatnot, and um, they're gonna get the videos of it tomorrow and whatever. But for now, that was a little bit of excitement.
Yeah.
Um,
Jeez.
so fun. Um, but yeah, this weekend I'm not excited for. I'm going to die, and it's not going to be fun.
I'm
But
sorry.
it's okay. I hope that you and Ricky enjoy your vacations.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm leaving
uh,
you out to dry, man. I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. I can't believe it. But otherwise, I've been reading a lot. Like mentioned last week, I started Dark Age, and
Yes.
boy, is that book is fucking intense, dude.
Oh.
I was texting Vince about it, and I was like, Jesus, this is like a step up from any of the past books,
Mm.
in terms of violence and just grotesqueness,
Oh.
in general.
Oh
It's
yeah, it's
just,
part of the Red Rising, right?
yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
This one is like, there's been a lot of like hacking off of limbs and like torture and stuff in the prior
Yeah.
ones, because it's all a big war, really.
Yeah. The
um
huge. Yeah.
yeah. But this one, it's like getting down and grittying with it. And
Yeah.
and like, it is just, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, they're um like, it's a war on Mercury for a lot of for most of what I've been reading.
Uh huh.
And it's just like, you know, there's way in the future, so they're just like willy-nilly throwing atomic bombs at the surface of Mercury. um
Yeah.
and like, they're just talking about like the radiation poisoning and the acid rain and everything, and like, they're all losing hair, and all the lower like quality people who aren't like built to last through this shit are like just fucking vomiting blood and dying all over the place, and but like the war aspects, otherwise, like the nitty gritty of it, where it's like up close and personal, that stuff gets
Uh-huh.
fucking nuts in this one.
Yeah.
Like the main character got captured at one point. Light spoilers, but I'm not gonna really go into it. The people who captured him are like, he's like this big bad who's like super into torture and stuff, and he's like, he tells his lackeys to like cut off his dick, rape him,
Hmm.
and then shove
Oh.
it down his throat until he dies. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
That shit was in none of the other books, but so it's very very gruesome, um,
Yeah.
but it's also like insanely dense. Like I've when I started reading it, I read through like 50 pages, and before that there was like a 15-20 page prologue, and reading just 50 pages of that, it felt like I read like fucking 150. There's so much happening, and it's so just like the writing style just feels so much more like locked in, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to Vince about it, and he was like, yeah, because like Iron Gold, the last one, is like they're introducing all these characters, so it's like it's jumping back and forth a lot, and there's not a lot of like focus in on one specific character for most of that book. But this one, it's like it's Darrow for like 5 chapters, and then another character, and then back to Darrow. So it's like you really get in and personal,
Mhm.
like the first three were compared to the last one. So it's just like super in depth and really well written, and um, just super cool. Um, so I'm really enjoying that, and it's very good.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm like 300 and something pages into it. Um, and that's like it's like 780 something pages, so I'm getting about halfway. um
Nice.
but it's very good, and I like it a lot. I love that series. Thank you, Vince, for the recommendation and keeping me into books for the year. That was a big help.
Yeah.
um Not that it's just going to be for this year, but um
Yeah. Just your one
uh,
book here. Yeah.
yeah, it's just I'll have this one, and then like 10 years down the line, I'll have another book year, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Because I've done enough reading this year to account for the next 10 years. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um, but um, otherwise, haven't done a whole lot. I listened to a couple things.
Oh,
I
nice.
listened to 3D Country by Geese.
Ooh, oh shit.
And that is a fucking banger.
Yeah.
Geese pilled to the max.
Yeah,
No,
me too, brother.
there's no looking back now, baby. And
Yeah.
there hasn't been any looking back since I really heard uh, Getting Killed, to be honest. But
Yeah.
this one just really, really nails it into the cross here.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Really, yeah.
yeah, it's really good, and it's so different from Getting Killed. Um, just in the aspects of like, there's a lot of, I mean, in Trinidad there's yelling, but throughout the rest of Getting Killed, it's kind of like mostly chill.
Yeah.
Um, but this one, it's like they're just like all over the place, and they're kind of screaming. And Cameron Winters' voice is like super different from either of the projects I've heard him on prior.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of gets like really beautiful at points as well. Um, he really just like plays with his inflections and his tone throughout the entire album, and it sounds really good the entire time.
Hmm.
um I really really liked all of the record. And there were, like I said, there are a lot of moments where that kind of caught me off guard with the way that Karen was singing, that just like made me fall in love with the band even more. um I've only listened to it all the way through one time, but
Mm.
I look forward to getting more listens in,
Yeah.
because goddamn. um
Yeah. Yeah, with me, both of those albums, I've kind of like in some ways I think I'm reevaluating in my mind exactly how much I like them. I think I like them more than I let on at first. And like honestly, they're I think I have to give it a little more time to settle in, even though I've listened to both of them so much. But I
Uh,
might like 3D Country more than Getting Killed. They're very neck and neck for me for
yeah.
very different reasons.
I could
But
definitely see this one growing to that point for me as well. Just like
yeah,
just with how different it is. It's so just there's so many different aspects to this one
it's
that
so fun for
just
me. Yeah.
it is it really is. Um, like some of my favorites here, I really like Mysterious Love,
Yeah.
um, Cowboy Nudes, 3D Country, I
Mm-hmm.
See Myself, which you highlighted when you listened to it
Mm-hmm.
at first, and I really like Dumodo.
Yeah.
Um, but they're all really good, and I look forward to listening to it over and over and over again, and hearing these songs live and being able to like
Yes.
um, get down and dirty with them. Um,
Yeah. Get down and dirty in the geese pit. Am I right,
oh,
fellas?
oh yeah, I love the Geese Pit. And then the other thing I listened to was a project called Parasocial by Arrhythmia, which
Mm. Oh,
is is the band that Drew Gooden is a part of,
yes.
and he highlighted or talked about the band in his recent video um, that came out this week. That was a very good video. I don't know
Hmm.
if you watched it,
I did.
um, it's an instrumental band, and so no singing, no words, no shh. But the instrumentals are very very good. The guitars are a lot more dynamic than I was expecting them to be. A lot of really cool
Hmm.
solos, like super uh but also and Drew put it as the band is his emo guitar instrumental band, and that is true. I could see a lot of these songs being a lot of these instrumentals being used on some really banging emo music,
Hmm.
but the while the guitars were great, the drumming was also really really fucking good, just very like punchy, um, and really just like I don't know. Just sounded they all sounded really really good together, and if I needed something to play in the background during like a game or something, I'd probably throw this on along with some other
Yeah.
stuff because the instrumentals are very cool and you don't have to focus on lyrics at all. It's just nice heavy guitar music. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the video, and I probably should check that out. I've seen him play, like he's posted clips of him playing guitar before, and I
Hmm.
remember it having a bit of like that emo flair to it. I remember his guitar playing had like a Midwest emo flair. I don't know if that's like present on that album at all, but
Not a lot that I noticed, but
yeah,
I only had one listen to it to be honest. So
that's okay. Yeah,
I could pick some stuff out of it if I
yeah,
really wanted to.
yeah.
Um,
That's
but good
cool though.
stuff. I'd recommend
Yeah,
going and listen to that if you like nice cool instrumentals.
and
Um,
or Drew Gooden.
and or Drew Gooden.
Yeah.
Um, but otherwise, um, nothing crazy really. Otherwise, just playing some rivals as well. That's been fun.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's about it for my week.
It's all good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, cool. Well, in some music news,
yeah.
unfortunate music news, there was a little sad thing that I shouldn't say a little sad thing. Geez, there was a sad thing that happened this week. And that was Oliver Tree died earlier in the week. I think
Mm,
on Sunday. I remember it happened like the day before the podcast was posted.
mm,
Um, but yeah, he died in a helicopter crash, collision actually in Brazil of two helicopters.
mm,
Um, as far as I know, there's not a lot of details out about exactly what happened, like why the two crashed. At least I
mm,
haven't seen anything on that. But yeah, very very shocking news. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's he's kind of one of those names where his music's so silly and lighthearted and like whatever, and he's kind of like a funny meme guy, and
Mhm.
then you just see he's dead, and it's like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
I don't know if it has an extra little shock, I guess, to it when something like that happens because it's just so different from how he portrays himself, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, very very sad news. Yeah,
Yeah, that was it was just really out of nowhere.
yeah,
Like he had just started like a world tour. He was going like
that's right.
literally all
Yeah,
over the world. Um, and I haven't heard much from Oliver Tree in the past couple years. Like I knew he got like a mullet and did like a country thing for a second.
hmm
Um, and but like when he was coming up, um, he was really funny, and I liked some of the stuff that he put out back in the day around his
hmm
first record or EP or whatever it was. Um, and he was really funny. He seemed like a really genuine and funny guy.
yeah,
Questionable taste in women. Um,
yes, yeah,
and you know, he was friends with H3. I don't know how much he was friends with him leading up to the end of his life, but
yeah,
they were very funny back in the day together.
yeah.
And
I would kept thinking of the Anthony Fantano Oliver Tree clip
oh
as
yeah,
well. That's a classic for me. Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, it was just really sudden and really upsetting.
yeah,
Um, uh, he had talked about in like interviews and stuff that like in his will he's like, my family's not getting money, nobody is getting money, everything that if and when I die, money's gonna go into like a foundation for
yeah,
like budding small indie artists to like get a start. um and that's super cool and generous as well. um
yeah,
but yeah, just like really really sad. Just helicopters keep taking out the goats and it's just not fair.
yeah.
um
Yeah. With this and with Kobe, it's not making me want to get in a helicopter anytime soon.
no,
I'll tell you that.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Never have ever really wanted to be in a helicopter, to be totally honest. But
Kind of same here. Yeah,
and the more I see them going down and just not having a good time, blowing up, hitting each other, just
yeah,
doesn't seem like a great mode of transportation. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, just rest in peace, Oliver Tree.
Yes.
Um, uh, you were a
Yeah.
funny guy.
Yeah. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I'm also seeing here. I don't really know him that well, but I have heard his name before. Apparently, Tay Keith has passed away as
Mm,
well. I'm not sure if you've heard the name Tay Keith before.
I don't think
Um,
so.
I think he's mostly known as a producer, but he's also a rapper. And I don't know. I'm just seeing it on Album of the Year right
Hmm.
now, and it's like 3 hours ago. So
Oh,
lot of death happening. Yeah,
yeah, it's upsetting.
but yeah,
Um,
rest in peace
rest in
to
peace.
both. Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
eh, in other music news, I don't have a whole lot.
Mm.
I wrote down about Drew's video about the music industry.
Yeah.
That was a really good video. Really, stuff that I've heard before, but it was cool that he talked about a book that I had seen in person at Barnes and Noble at one point, and I was like
Mm.
considering checking that out. But um, just like really cool in-depth stuff about the founder of Spotify being a real shitty guy.
Yeah.
Um, and
And
just
the yeah.
yeah, and
So I
AI
was gonna
music and all.
yes, that and also like the CEO of I think Ticketmaster being a piece of
Oh
shit as
yes.
well, which I
Mm-hmm.
saw in the Mike the Snare video that he did recently as well, where he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "We're not charging enough for fucking concerts.
Yeah.
$70? You kidding me? People will spend grands for sports games." It's like, fuck you.
Yeah. No, he was like
Yeah.
the average ticket price is $70 And
We need to boost those numbers.
yeah,
Yeah.
we boost those numbers. It's a badge of honor for people to spend $6,000 for a Knicks game or whatever, and
Yeah.
then but people guffaw at me for charging 800 for front row Beyonce or whatever. It's like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
you're already a billionaire. Actually,
Yes.
go die. But yeah, Ticketmaster, boo, 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 boo.
Mm.
Um, good Drew video though. I love Drew Gooden.
Yes. Yeah, there
Um,
like you were saying, there was a lot of stuff I'd heard in that video as well, but like he did good at getting into like some of the weeds and some stuff that I hadn't heard before too. Just like
uh,
it really does feel like it's just fucked around every corner,
yeah,
which is great. Love that. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, yeah, just really putting the nail in the coffin of me really wanting to, switch away from Spotify sooner rather than later. Um,
Yeah.
but it just, I've been on it for so long, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's kind of
hard.
where I am too.
Um,
But
but yeah, do you have any other music news?
I did see that Cage the Elephant is releasing a
Oh,
single. I think July 10th is what I was seeing. I didn't really look too deep into it. Um, but that's like a month away, so it's kind of a long time to tease a track if
yeah.
so. But um, I got that from a random ass TikTok that came up, by the way. So it was
Hmm.
I know I did see that there was a song coming up on Album of the Year. There isn't a date attached to it.
Yeah.
But they have a single coming out sometime soon, and I don't know, maybe new Cage the Elephant album. Artist analyses, they keep coming. They keep coming
That's right.
back.
They go
The
on and
artists,
on and on.
they, yes, they do. Yes, but yeah, that's kind of all I have for music news.
All right.
Uh, do you
Um,
have news?
I've got a bit of news.
Cool.
First off, the Knicks won the NBA championship for the first time in 53 years. Um, I don't watch basketball, but that was something that a lot of people were excited about, especially New York. They were going nutso crazy mode out on the streets, setting buses
Uh-huh.
on fire and stuff like that. Um, just I think there's another city. I think it's Philadelphia. That also does stuff like that, where they just like if they want to win a championship or something, they just go out to the streets and start destroying shit. Um,
Mhm.
which is like you can be excited, but really,
Yeah.
um,
Oh
but
yeah, sports man. I
sports,
don't know.
yeah. But they won, and I was seeing a lot of the team they won against was the San Antonio Spurs, and there's one guy on there. His name is Victor Wembanyama. Uh, he
Okay.
is he's a Frenchman first off, and he's very very tall. Um, like kind of like scary, long limbs tall.
Mm.
But all that I was seeing the entire time they were playing the finals were like on videos on TikTok of him just like trying to break people's legs and shit.
Oh,
And like elbowing people in the face and pushing people over and shit like that. And it's like and the referees just weren't calling anything any like fouls or anything like that on him.
yeah.
And it's just like, whoa, why is he? This isn't hockey. Like this isn't UFC or any sort of
Yeah.
physical sport like that. I don't think he should be elbowing people and trying to break someone's ACL. But that was crazy. Um,
Mhm.
and then he had a moment where they did like the post game interviews, and he went up to the mic or whatever after being questioned. After he was done being questioned, he picks up the mic as he's walking away. He's like, "See you never," and he drops the mic.
The hell? Is
And
he a
it's like
14-year-old edgelord? What the
it
hell, bro?
seems like it. He's the height of 3 14-year-olds put together, but he sure acts like one. Um,
Yeah.
just it was kind of wild, but very very cool to see teams who haven't won things in a long time win them again. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, I mean, the streak wasn't nearly as long as the Cubs, but when that happened back in 2016, that was fucking wild.
That was huge.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I remember the day the parade was happening. Like, so many people were gone from school.
Yeah, I remember that too. Actually, yeah.
And that was 10 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Um,
uh-oh. Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes you just get those little reality checks, Like I'm prepared for some of them, but then some of them like that I'm not.
yeah, no, bad.
Like I was just thinking of like specific memories of like me being in class, remembering it must have been like the day after it happened, probably not the day it happened, but
Uh,
just people being very. I think I was in health class. Would we have been
uh,
in? Would we have been
uh,
sophomores at that time?
yeah,
No. Wait, maybe. Oh, you know what? It might have been.
it was the
Does
very end of the
does
sophomore
does
year.
baseball
Yeah.
play in the fall?
Uh, I think it goes.
Well, I guess they're playing right now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they go from the spring into the summer or
Yeah,
something.
I don't
Um,
know. Anyways, I do remember it happening though.
yeah,
Um,
I remember being in safety class, I think.
yeah, I think. Well, yeah, because we would have had that class together, I believe, because we had
Yeah.
driver's ed together. I don't remember at this point. I remember that. I remember we have driver's ed,
We
but
had we had health and then driver's ed together, but I don't remember if we had to have had safety together. I don't know.
maybe. Yeah.
It was all that was a weird time. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, just I remember so many people just being gone. And then another thing I remember from that class is that's when Harambe died as well. So they had like they had somebody like put a picture of him up on like the bulletin board up front.
Wow.
Um,
I don't
but
remember that for some reason.
it's a very vague memory, but I just
Yeah.
that was another huge thing back then. So
That does track. That does track time wise. Oh.
um,
Wow.
yeah, and then speaking of people fighting on in places they shouldn't be, there was a Trump's birthday bash over on Sunday.
Hmm.
He had a UFC match on the White House lawn.
Yeah.
Um, in a just really gross, icky stuff. He's spending so many taxpayer dollars on bullshit that should not be taxpayer uh expenses, but they built a whole UFC ring, with lights, and it was a whole event with like cameras and all that. It was televised.
Yeah.
um he him and Dana White, the owner of the UFC, walked out onto the lawn together, and Trump just like looked terrible the entire
Hmm.
time, just kind of
Worse than
stumbling,
usual.
and yeah,
Okay.
which is hard. um
Yeah.
but he just it's been for a while now that he can't walk in a straight line, and this was no different. Just him walking out to the lawn and just kind of like going all over the place. And then of course he fell asleep during the matches, and um happy 80th birthday Donald Trump. But there was one of the fighters, I don't know his name, I'm glad I don't, but he went into the middle and he got the microphone. I don't know if this was before or after the fight, but he's like, America, you know what, Michelle Obama is a man,
Jesus Christ.
on live television.
I did not. I'm surprised I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah, first of all, Moshel,
Oh, yeah.
got enough CTE there, buddy. But this has been a conspiracy theory that I've never understood. It's also just it's barely a conspiracy theory. It's just being racist and transphobic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which God, those right wingers love to do.
Yeah. They've been known to dabble in one or two of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just dabble a little bit. No, not
Yeah.
too much. Not
Mhm.
too much. No, no, no,
No,
no.
no, no. They would never make it their personality or anything.
No. Um, yeah. And then Donald Trump's son, I think Eric, was trying to get insider info to like bet on matches from one of like the commentators or whatever.
Nice.
And the commentator like
Opportunist.
yeah, he posted the DMs on his Twitter page.
That's awesome.
because he's like texting back and forth, and Eric Trump is like, "Hey, so you like, if both of the fighters are in like good shape, um, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're asking me this," and he's like, "I'm just." I'm just thinking like I'm just seeing what I should bet on to like see if I make some money, um,
Jeez.
and the guy like posted it and like got a lot of heat from people, and including probably the Trumps, so he had to delete it. But
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm
the
glad
fact
that
that he
he
had
did
the
it.
balls to do it and post it, hilarious.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome. Hopefully, him and his family stay safe.
yeah, Jesus Christ. Um, but yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
A lot of death happening, but not enough happening to the right people. Um,
Yes. I'm related to the last story, of course.
yes, of course.
For legal reasons. But going back to the last story, when I saw that that was going to happen, I was wondering if Jake Paul was going to make an appearance, and you
Surprised he
didn't
didn't.
mention it, so I'm assuming he didn't.
No, not that I saw.
I was like, we need less interactions between Jake Paul and the President of the United States, please and thank you.
Yeah,
So
no.
yeah,
We had enough of him uh, collabing with influencers leading up to the
yeah,
last election for my lifetime. So
yes,
if I never have to see a politician, at least that man, collabing with people like Aiden Ross and XQC and Jake
God,
Paul ever
yeah,
again, I'll be a happy man. Um,
me too.
but yeah, that
But it worked, so who knows?
um uh in other news that goes along with Trump, I guess Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire.
Yeah, I've seen that
Um
too.
Gross.
At first I really didn't believe that because like I didn't think that was like uh fiscally possible.
Uh-huh.
It's because I physically possible, but I'm like, wait, there's a better word. Um, just because the distance between a billion and a trillion is insanely
Yeah.
huge. Um, I don't know that it's it shouldn't be possible.
Nope, nobody should have access
Billion
to
shouldn't
that
really be
much
possible,
money. No, it
honestly.
shouldn't. Nope.
Yeah.
Um I saw people saying that if he was taxed at like I forget what the percentage was. It would only be 140 billion out of his $1 trillion that he had to pay for taxes, and that in
Only
itself could pay
140 billion.
only 140 billion. Not a big deal.
Hmm.
That in itself could pay for so many things to be fixed, so much stuff to be eradicated, like world hunger and homelessness and all of like the stuff that needs to be fixed and helped but never will be because people who have the money that they have will never use it for good. um and it's just like wow, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
um but I hate that man. um
Yeah. I mean, I don't know entirely how the I mean, I don't know off the top of my head at least how like that entire system works, but I know like it's not like he literally has the money on hand to do so. It's kind
yeah,
of like it's like stocks
invested in
shit,
stocks and everything,
investments, and
yeah.
like because he owns certain things as well, I guess that adds into his own net worth or some shit. I don't know. But like even so, like the man is well off enough to be able to do shit like that.
Yeah.
I know I was seeing a thing, maybe you saw this too, where like I don't remember when this was. I think it was sometime I think shortly before purchasing Twitter.
Hmm.
Where like he like did like his, edgy Elon Musk type tweet like if someone could give me the guidelines to I don't know why I went British, whatever. But the guidelines to ending world hunger and like a practical way of doing it, I will sell 25% stock in Tesla to get it done or some shit like that.
Mm.
Um and like I don't remember what organization, but some reputable organization like of actual scientists and actual people who know this shit gave
Hmm.
him the layout and dead silence.
Of course.
Of course, because that was not a strategic goal for him.
Yeah,
But
it was a rhetorical question. It was a rhetorical
yeah,
question. So
rhetorical question.
it was a rhetorical
Um,
question.
um,
Yeah,
yeah,
gross. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of crooks, a lot of segues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Saul Goodman made a comeback.
Oh,
There was
I'm about to visit his hometown.
there was a little video with Bob Odenkirk as Saul Goodman, uh, for the 250th birthday of the United States, where he's talking about um like the founders and stuff, and
Uh-huh.
I think it was just like a big diss at the government. Um, I didn't I watched it once and I was just like, oh man, he still got it. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't see that. Was that on like Twitter or something? Or
it was on Twitter. I'm sure you could find it on like Instagram and other stuff too.
yeah.
But yeah, he's just, you know, he's back in his office, and um like Breaking Bad era Saul Goodman.
Hmm.
And then he's like, Mike approved this message. And then it shows Mike Ehrmantraut, and he's like, I'm Mike and I approve this message.
Hell yeah.
um but yeah, I love Saul Goodman. Made me really want to watch both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul again.
Yeah.
Um, and then there was a new trailer for Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Hmm.
Came out yesterday, and that is looking very good.
Cool.
Directed by the guy who directed Shang-Chi, uh, Daniel
Oh,
De-
oh yeah, that's
Daniel
right.
Daniel Destin something Daniel Destin Craig or something like that. So like the color grading looks really good. The story's looking very interesting. The combat and the choreography looks very cool.
Hmm.
And Tom Holland, just he's killing it, man. That guy. There's a part at the end of the trailer where it's just like, that's the guy in the comic books. That's Spider-Man. He's like making quips and he's doing a whole thing, and it's very
Hmm.
funny. Um, and they also could not be more obvious with who Sadie Sink is playing at this point. Uh, um, because they're trying to keep it under wraps, but it's like it's a telepathic redhead, and it's like, not many of those.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, but we'll see. I'm very excited for that. That comes out July 31st. So
Hmm.
got over a
July
month.
30th, you said?
31st. Yeah,
31st? Okay, nice, nice, nice.
yeah. But very
Yes,
excited
my
for that.
mother and I will go see that. She's shown interest. I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and you get to see Nacho Varga on the big screen.
Yes, that's
Um,
that's what I'm most excited about. Hopefully, it's not another Giancarlo situation in Brave
I,
New World where he has three scenes that are loosely related to the plot. Yeah.
I don't
No
think he'll be.
resolution.
I don't think he'll be in a lot of it, but he'll definitely have a good fight at least.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited for that.
As long as he's relevant in some way.
Yes,
That's the status or the oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? That's
that's
the status quo. I don't know. Not
uh,
the threshold we're at is what I'm trying to say. The
uh,
bar.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, he's playing Scorpion, which is one of Spider-Man's biggest rogues. So that's like,
Oh.
so at least there's that. So if he only has a little bit in this movie, there's potential of him coming back at some point.
Yeah.
Um, but that was also he was also teased in Homecoming, which was almost 10 years ago. So,
Yeah. Yeah, teasing.
um,
I remember when we watched that, I told my mom, I was like, "Yeah, he was teased, and I don't think they've done anything with him." I think I mentioned that he was a Breaking Bad actor. Is probably what I said.
yeah,
Um, yeah,
well,
but now they're doing
yeah,
something.
oh
And she
yeah,
definitely does not remember that end credit scene.
oh no, um,
A lot of movies since
uh,
then.
oh yeah, um, but and then just like one other thing, Peak turned one this week,
Wow.
which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Peak. You've been Peak.
Yeah.
Um,
Peak.
haven't played
Peak is
it.
pretty peak.
Yeah, haven't played it in a while, but it is a really fun, and
Yeah.
just like and it's also a game that they keep updating and having fun with, and
Mm,
I really love that from gaming companies who just like make a game and they just keep doing stuff for that one, and having fun with it. But
yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to Peak.
Happy birthday! In terms of friend slap games, that's up there and one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah.
I was kind of the peak guy
Mm-hmm.
of the friend groups, as I usually am.
Oh.
But yeah, that was a very fun game. I liked getting all the shit in that one.
Yeah, yeah. The quote unquote friend slop is
Yeah,
my favorite genre. One of my favorite genres of game.
me too. Yeah, I say
Like
friend slap ironically.
yeah, I know.
Even though, yeah.
But like that repo,
Mhm.
Yap
Lethal
Yap,
Company. Mm.
Lethal Company. I never played a lot of Lethal Company, but that was
Uh,
always one I
that
liked
was kind
watching.
of that was kind of the origin of like
Yeah.
the friend slap stuff, and yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of Lethal Company. Yeah,
Mm. I didn't
I
get
did like.
a PC in time for
Sorry.
that one, but
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you didn't really have much to plan. I was gonna say that I did like Yap Yap. I only played that one time with you and Vanessa,
uh,
but that was a fun one.
yeah, it really was. It's one I would definitely go back to. It's like we
Yeah.
played it in like the first week, so I'm sure there's like a lot more stuff to go back and try at this
Yeah.
point. But like those are if you need something fun to do with your friends and you're tired of like Jackbox and
Tired of jacking it. Yeah.
tired of jacking it, tired of jacking your box
Yeah.
and doing Cards Against Humanity and shit. That's a fun. Those are fun games to like get into and
Yeah.
have a little fun with, and they're usually very cheap. So it's like,
Yeah, they're
why
usually
not?
pretty cheap. I guess kind of the trade-off is sometimes they can be like one-time experiences. So
Hmm.
it's a little sometimes for me it's like I go into them a little bit with caution nowadays, but they're still good ones. Like I like the drawing one that's big right now, the Mecha
Hmm.
Chameleon. We played that once and I want to play that again.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that one does look fun. I've been seeing a lot of videos on that one.
Yeah, you can get
There was one,
silly.
there was one specifically where I saw a guy make himself into a crucified Jesus on a barn, which was and he wasn't found, and it was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
But just a lot
There
of
yeah.
hijinks.
There's one map that has like a brass horse on it or whatever, like a
Uh,
statue of a brass horse, and you can pretty convincingly make yourself a pair of balls on it. It's awesome. Yeah.
uh,
But
but yeah, happy birthday, Peak.
happy birthday,
But
Peak.
otherwise, not a whole lot. The weather was crazy again this week. Um,
Yeah.
mostly yesterday, Wednesday when you're last Wednesday when you're hearing this, but
Mhm.
um, just a lot of tornadoes ripping through uh,
Yeah.
Indiana and Illinois and stuff like that. I was in like the blast radius of what was supposed to get like really bad
Yeah,
stuff.
you and like Vince and Vanessa, like all in that area. Yeah.
Yeah, but luckily it just like we got a lot of rain, and like heavy rain and stuff, but like all like the tornadoes and stuff really passed through, and we didn't get much of anything other than rain, which was nice.
Mhm.
Because last week there were a bunch of sirens and heavy winds, but we got away with it this week. So, um, yeah, it's just I love climate change and the fact that this just keeps happening every week, and especially this year, it's been fucking insane. Um, but yeah, weather.
Yeah. Weather.
Um, whether or not you like it, it's there. um,
Yeah. It leaves
but
me weathered. I don't know. I had to get the third one in there somehow.
um, but yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have a ton else to talk about.
it's okay. I think we're probably at a point where we can wrap up if you want. Have a
Yeah, we can.
little bit of a shorter one.
Yeah, why not? We can get
Yeah,
into this all day.
maybe our hour-long podcast will be an hour long ish.
They like to get a little up there sometimes, but this week not so
Yeah,
much. We're taking it easy on you guys this week.
yeah, yeah,
Don't you
yeah, yeah.
worry.
And ourselves.
Yeah, there's definitely not
um,
another thing we have to do right after this.
Definitely not. Do not stay tuned. Anyways, it
It's
is it's time for song of the week. And I am up first this week. I was thinking a bit about what I wanted to choose since I didn't listen to anything this week, but I think it's appropriate to do so. So, just with the whole Oliver Tree passing thing, there was a
Mm,
song that I really enjoyed listening to from him back in the day. Kind of in the same era you were talking about with like his first album and stuff.
mhm.
And that song is called "Hurt." So I'm going to go with "Hurt" by Oliver Tree.
Nice.
Okay, that was "Hurt" by Oliver Tree. What'd you think of that, Colin?
It's a classic, man. I back when he was first coming up, a couple of those tracks off of that first album or EP were really catchy. That one especially was one that I liked quite a bit that I haven't heard in a long time.
Mm.
Um, but you know, it's a little repetitive, but like I like his vocal inflection. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like some Reverse Cuomo, some Weezer stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, I could
Um
do that.
um and it's just like it's really it's catchy, it's quick, it's to the point. And it was, it was one of those solid tracks from Mr. Oliver Tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I could say too. It's a very solid track from him. I mean, to be completely honest here, I didn't always love his music.
Yeah.
But like when it hits, it hits. Especially on that first album, there were definitely a few that I heard in passing and stuff that I was like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I like that."
Mhm.
But yeah, this one I probably like it because it does sound just like 21 Pilots saying fuck a little bit in it. It has that edginess to it a bit, but I don't know. That I just really like the production on that one. I think that chorus is super hooky. I
Mhm.
like the drums a lot on it too. They sound very hard hitting, and the electric guitars there and like that build up section too. I think
Mhm.
there's just a lot of really great elements to that track, and I have honestly I did not know that album came out in 2020. If you had
Yeah,
asked me, I would have
that's
said like
fucking wild.
2017 or some shit. But I do really like that track, and I have just like a fondness for it. So
Yeah.
wanted to highlight it. So
Yeah.
rest in peace
Good.
to Oliver Tree again.
Rest in
But
peace.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. What are you feeling for this week?
All right. Well, I did really, really like that Geese album. Um,
As one does.
I've 3D Country, Here I Come.
Hmm.
And one track that I really liked and has been really growing on me the more I've been listening to it the last couple days, has been Domoto. So I'm gonna go with Domoto by Geese.
All right.
All right, that was Domoto or Dumoto or however you want to pronounce it by Geese. What did you think, Mike?
In my head, I call it Damato, but I have no idea how
That
it's
also
pronounced.
works.
But um, I really like geese. They are
Yeah, yeah.
they're really good, man. And it's interesting because I had a quote unquote head start on this album from you,
Hmm.
but this is one that I've been only recently just starting to
Oh,
appreciate,
okay.
like probably within the last week or two. But even then, like I don't think I've given it just like a dedicated listen outside of an album context like this.
Hmm.
And like, man, his vocals are so fucking good on this one. Like
I
throughout the
know.
whole thing, like in the beginning part when he's doing those whisper vocals, they
Uh huh.
sound fantastic. And I don't think he's done that in any other song. And then when I've always loved this part, but like, and towards the end when he starts like belting out like that hook or chorus or whatever, it sounds so good. And I love the little repeating of boom, boom, bam, boom,
Uh
boom. Like
huh.
that's fun as well. There's a lot of great elements to this song, and it's a great one to highlight.
Yeah, that one just in my first like actual full listen through was it was one of the ones that really made me go, God damn, Geese,
Yeah,
what a fucking band! Like that entire, like just like you said, that repeated da da but also like the piano in the background.
yeah,
Cameron's vocals are fucking gorgeous on this song. Like
yeah,
he's very a lot of the time he's like this and very low, but like
yeah.
him hearing him go into like those all those kind of things, he in the whispery kind of high head, not I don't know if that's head
It's like
voice, but
breathy. I
yeah.
think that's head voice. Yeah, but it's like yeah, breathy
um
vocals. Yeah,
yeah, but just like it's beautiful. He's got such a voice on him, and he's so like charismatic and interesting. um and it's just like like Geese just exudes charisma. I feel they're very very cool,
Yeah.
and it really comes through in their music just how cool and talented they are, and I really like Geese.
Yeah. Same, brother.
This is a Geese podcast, and we love Geese.
If hating
Um,
geese is a crime, lock me up. You know.
hating Geese.
That's what I mean. Wait.
uh,
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
if
that's all
being
I
in
hated.
if being in love with Cameron Winters is a crime, then throw me in jail.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I really love that track. Really love that album. Both albums that I've heard so far, as well as Heavy Metal. Just all fantastic shit, and I highly recommend going and checking that out.
Yeah.
Any of them, all of them.
Yeah. And
But
then both of us, we only got one more on our roster. It's
yeah,
the first album, but
we're ahead of
yeah,
the game on our analysis for that band.
we sure
Um,
are.
but yeah, great album, great song,
Hmm.
and Bowl of Cum. Uh,
Yes.
yeah.
Be honest. Yeah. It's a reference. Maybe one person might, I don't know, probably not watching this pod.
Nobody here, but it's for us, and we're keeping it special and sacred.
Exactly. And
Um,
that is the summary of this podcast.
oh yeah.
um
Keep it secret, keep it
well,
safe.
exactly. Do you have anything else to add on for this week, Mr. Colin?
I don't think so. Just
Okay.
keep it.
All right. Well, if you're listening to us on streaming services, thank you very much. We appreciate you and we love you to death.
Mhm.
That is our word, and we stick to our word here. You should give us 5 stars or whatever you feel like on our streaming service of choice, your streaming service
Mhm.
of choice. But you can come on over to BrokeN Boys. No, you can come over to YouTube. What am I acting like I'm tired, bro? It's like 8 p.m. You can come on over to YouTube where we are under the same name, BrokeN Boys, capital N, BOYS, and you can see our beautiful profile pictures of Mr. Mark S from Severance staring you down, Arcus, and Mr. Cyclops staring you up. If you are God. um, and to see what I mean, you gotta come over, man. You gotta see it. You gotta see it for yourself. Your own 2 eyes or one eye. Does Cyclops have one eye, two eyes?
He's got both eyes, but
Okay,
he
they're
wears a
both
visor.
portals.
Yes, he wears a
Okay,
visor that makes it shoot into one beam. So it's
I
just like
see.
that's this whole Cyclops thing.
Gotcha. I see. Cool. Well, uh, but more importantly, in the description of YouTube, we have links to a whole bunch of stuff. One of those segments being our little song of the week segment that we just did, where you can find 3 playlists down there. We have one for me, we have one for Colin, and we have one for both of us combined. And in those playlists, you can find Domoto, whatever, by Geese, as well as Hurt by Oliver Tree. Along with a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a lot of songs in that combined playlist.
Oh
And you
yeah.
can go check it out. Check out the history of the podcast. There's 5 years of it.
Yeah.
That also makes me feel old.
There's so much of our voice on the internet, Mike.
That's true. You
That
can
and you
make
had.
great AI bots of us,
Oh
huh?
my god, you have so much. They can make
Yeah.
AI bots of you as a child if they wanted to.
uh, See, I think the scariest part about that is that they probably the earliest they can go for me is like mid puberty voice, which like I've
Okay.
seen some old videos of that. I think I did I mention on the pod the ghost pepper thing that we did.
I don't remember.
My voice in that one in particular was very insufferable. Uh, because I was trying to be like 2014 YouTuber,
Yeah.
but also oh god, it's terrible. I'm glad. I think there's a reason I settled into the lower register of my voice. I'll, I'll put it that way. Um, but anyways, we also have personal stuff linked below. Uh, for me, I make music under the name of Plaintive. You can go check that out on Spotify, Apple Music, what have you. There's stuff that I'm excited about. So get your ears ready and prepare yourself with my EP that came out last year, or the album that came out a couple of years earlier. Go and support those if you want, and you
You
should want,
dare.
I guess, if you
You should.
if you dare step into the world of Plaintive. And yeah, I also have my YouTube page down there for piano stuff. I have my TikTok down there for piano stuff. I have my Instagram down there, personal. And I have my album of the year page down there where I rate and review music. And that's all I can think of at the moment. And oh man, my relation to you, dear viewer. Um, you know what? I hate to break it to you, Colin.
Uh-oh.
Uh, I was there. I was on the White House lawn.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you know me, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I love uh, Conor McGregor.
Wrestling.
A UFC fan. I love Conor McGregor. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was
It's
really
a
looking
great man to
forward to
look up to.
seeing. Yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing my Irish idol there.
Mm.
Is he Irish or Scottish? Irish, right?
He's Irish, I think.
Okay. But um, yeah, I was there. I got onto the lawn. I was just a huge fan of
Yeah,
just fighting, especially when it happens in the capital of our country. And
yeah,
you know what? Um, that's kind of what I got. And I'm there in the crowd, looking out for myself. And yeah, our dear viewer is also there
mm.
somewhere. Sorry. And Colin over here, he runs. Sorry, my brain did not know where to take that. Colin over
Sorry to break it
here. Yeah,
to
yeah.
you.
Sorry to the viewer as well for including them in this scenario. But Colin over here, he runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page where videos, or not videos, where he updates when videos are posted, as well as updates anything else that needs to be updated. So go follow that and support that. But he also runs our TikTok page and our Instagram page where he posts clips of us being silly and funny and goofy and whatever you want to call the things we do here sometimes. So go check out those as well. A lot of great stuff there. But he also has some personal stuff as well. He has an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music. And he also has a letterbox where he rates and reviews movies. And Colin, what is your relation to our dear viewer?
Well, Mike dragged me to this. I really didn't want to be here.
And I really
Um,
wanted to do that.
but Mike, he can't be on Capitol Hill unsupervised after what happened 5 years ago. So
Yeah.
we we got to keep him from really going into places he's not supposed to be, and and shitting on desks that he's not supposed to shit on and stuff like that.
Right,
So
right.
if it had to be me, it had to be me. John was busy at work. Vince is, he was in Detroit, so
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
so I had to be the one to come with Mike to Washington DC for his idol's birthday.
Mm.
um and
Whoa, I never said he was my idol, to be clear here.
right, you just really love wrestling. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I really love wrestling, so I went to the White House, yeah.
Yeah, he really wanted to see the wrestler Logan Paul, and he was really disappointed when he wasn't there, and instead
Yeah.
it was Jake. Uh, but we're here and we're watching these terrible fights happen. You can hear Donald Trump snoring and smell him shitting from across the
Mm,
way behind
yeah.
his bulletproof glass, and um we're gonna hear the terrible commentary and jokes, quote unquote, from the wrestler in the ring, and And at one point, Conor McGregor, he's in the pit, or whatever you want to call it, the ring, and Mike, he that guy Mike, this guy, he can't stop himself from jumping over barriers and breaking into places he shouldn't go, especially in
Yeah,
Washington D.C.
yeah,
and
it's a habit.
and um and this is no different. He sees Conor McGregor, his favorite wrestling Irishman who's done terrible things in the past,
Uh-huh.
and he just can't stop himself. So he's running over the crowd. He's jumping up onto the cage, and he's crawling his way over. And I had a leash on him, but now it's gone, and he got unhooked somehow, and I got to go get him back. So I also have to end up in the boxing ring with Mr. Conor McGregor and Mike here, and I'm gonna apologize profusely, and hope that we don't get shot by the Secret Service. But
Hmm.
um, Trump is snoring throughout the entire thing, so he's not seeing any of this.
Yeah.
Um, but this is something that Eric Trump did bet on happening, so he got his payout at least. But after the event, and we're all walking out, and I'm scolding Mike for his behavior. Somebody taps us on the shoulders, and he's like, or they're like, "Hey, I saw you guys earlier. I thought I recognized you. Um, are you?" Are you the Broken Boys? And we're like, yeah. Right now is not a good time though. I gotta get him out of here. And he's like, he's like, uh, and their dear viewer, they're like, before you go, can I please just get one of those things that you do at the end of every episode? And we're like,
Mm.
Mike, what do you think? And you're like, uh,
Uh,
yeah.
yes. Sorry, I didn't
and
know. I forgot my line.
and we're like, all right, let's get it over with then. And so I'm gonna be in front of our dear right wing viewer. Mike's gonna be behind them, and we're kind of like, it's kind of like him. Somebody watching Broken Boys is kind of like somebody watching The Boys, um,
Uh-huh.
in the fact that like they don't understand that the play's about them, and
Mhm.
they should hate it, but they don't for some reason, until it's blatantly obvious, and then.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be me in front, Mike behind, and the dear viewer in the middle, and we're going to embrace in a big group hug. Um, and I can barely look Mike in the eyes right now for what he did back there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll my eyes and kind of look past. But this embrace is what we like to call the love cage. And if you would like your very own love cage, dear viewer, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below, and we will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will find you and give you your very own love cage. So drop that motherfucking Addy.
Damn straight. And maybe next week will be somewhere less politically controversial.
Maybe.
But I
I don't
guess
know.
that's up for me to decide.
Yeah, it
So
is. It always
we'll
is.
yes, it sure is. I determine our fate in the moment. And, uh, yes, but yes, thank you for watching this far. If you have,
hmm
next week we'll have a fun little episode for you guys. Well,
Yeah.
fun little episode for us at the very least, but hopefully for you
hmm
guys as well.
Yeah.
Yes, stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the return of a game that's been long without. That we've been
Yes,
long without. Um,
yes, been
we're
missing from
gonna
our hearts.
we're gonna destroy each other.
Hmm.
Um, so stay
uh,
tuned. It's gonna be crazy. Blood will be shed.
hmm and so will close.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
close will be shed. All right. Stay tuned next week.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.